Saka kana tichitoti vanhu ava kutovabvisa apa kapa pakutoda some other ways, some other means, because talking them to come out of that, it's not going to be easy, because vatone entitlement yekutofunga kuti they are the army, they are the police, they are everything. Anyone anoda kuita chinhu, you must be for certain individuals for you to be able to function in this society. Business ukafunga kutengesa madomasi unenge uchifanira kutoti vendor for ED, you know, kana ukafunga unotengesa mwiri wako otofanira kusign up for prostitutes for ED. Anditi ukafunga kuita chawafunga kuita, it has to be for.
Why do you think they are like that? Why do you think mentality yoyo yekusaita nationalistic, yekusafunga kuti no, inini ndiri leader, ndiri baba venyika, kubva Zambezi kusvika Limpopo, handisarudze vanhu vangu maZimbabweans. Let them have a better life. Let them have value.
You know what they say? They say power corrupts, and absolutely. But I think these people corrupted power, and then in turn, power is starting to corrupt them. Because what happened? These people abused the power avanga. You know, they drifted, and then now they are drunk with it, and they every day sink in it. You see, and they are drowning in this power. You know, to a point yekuti havachadzoreke kufunga chake.
Stallion, ndingaita nharo newe. Nharo yandinayo newe ndeyekuti these guys, when they entered into government, they entered into government with an intention. It was already there because it was already in their DNA. Chinonzi siya chiripa chiri muruoko, chiri muropa unofa nacho. I think you know that tsumo inoti zvanzi uswa hwenyati ndo huri mudumbu. Huri pamuromo inofana or something like that. Izvi zvinhu zvakagara zviri mavari already. Because look, nguva yehondo vaindoluta mapurasi, vachiluta mombe, vachiuraya mombe, handiti vanhu vachinzi bikai masadza, handiti mupe macomrades, handiti ka get on from there, handiti vainzi vatengesi vaichekwa nzeve vachitambiswa marecords, vachitochekwa mapatso mumuviri wavo vachitotambiswa marecords futi vapedza kuchekwa, handiti all this was about looting. But the way how that culture came in, everyone may not be able to like think that this was the end goal. The end goal is what we see today. So they had this intention from the beginning. That's why you see that before these guys got into power, there was some death, there was some dismissal and whatsoever. All this dismissal and the capture of Zanla High Command had to do with all these things that we see today. Remember, how did they capture? At first, Tongogara and whoever, they were captured somewhere somehow with Mugabe, so that whenever now it is time for them to elect a leader, they will put Mugabe. Mugabe, when he was put into power to be a leader at first, he had to look for his own person. Who was his own person? It was Mnangagwa. So Mnangagwa as well, when he gets into power, he has to look for his own people too. Because if you look at it, all right, Mugabe wakatova nevanhu vake. Uyu wava nevanhu vake. Vari kupinda vakadaro vachingodaro. It's all about enrichment. It's not about the enrichment, how it operates. It operates in a way that you would be able to protect me because I am the appointing authority. I am the one who is going to appoint you to be in a certain position. Look at what is happening in Uganda. The whole family clan is in Presidium. Why is it like that? It's because they want to protect their loot. They don't want to give away anything because remember, what is central to enrichment is power. Without power, there's no enrichment. So this is ingrained in them. It's not about something that you have to talk to say, no, this thing is new. No, it's not new. It's something that they have said to themselves, guys, we have to hijack this political party and enrich ourselves. That's why the issue of elitism from 1980, the birth of Zimbabwe, up to now, it's about enrichment. It's not about all these things. Think about it. Think about it. They destroyed the time bank. What was happening? Chiwenga used to go to France to buy a suit. He used to go to UK for a cut. Pangi, kuiswa pangi mumusoro. Wofambira izvozvo ku-UK. What kind of stupidity is that? Is that normal? And today you see this guy is giving out cars. Do you think zvaingoitwa naChiwenga ndo zviri kuitwa nouyu, but on a different setting? But it's the same thing kuti ari kutambisa mari aita zvinhu zvisina basa. Stealing from time bank a lot of billions in Zimbabwean dollar, taking those billions, changing them into forex, go to UK for just for a cut. Guys, I haven't seen something like this. Imagine you are going to money for a lunch. How much do you spend? You spend $10,000 US. What kind of a person are you? What kind of lunch are you enjoying? Is that lunch taking you to heaven, or that lunch taking you somewhere? Guys, we have got people who are reckless. If we understand that we have got people who are reckless, I think we would come up with another strategy where we say to ourselves, guys, without spilling of blood, we are not going to win this battle. I'm just saying, because that's how these guys are. They will never see the power without a fight. Remember, when they wanted to take power from Mugabe, they had to fight. They had to chase Abu Jonathan Moyo. They have to chase Abu Kasukwere. They have to chase all this because they were stumbling blocks. That's why they were fighting journalists and journalism. Do you know the reason? Because journalists control an important source, information. With information, you can take any decision anytime, anyhow. So information becomes a priority. Right now, the battle that we have, what is it? It's information. When Wopo Chingono reported about the COVID gate scandal, what happened? He was arrested outrightly because they know that this is the information that should not reach to the last recipient of this country. So you need to understand all these things. African leaders, they lack legitimacy. They lack a authority. They want to stay onto the sitting stool, power. Why? Because power allows you to enrich yourself. Without power, there's no enrichment. That's how I don't know how you take it, guys, but that's how I think about it. And that's why how I observe it and analyze it, to say without power, there's no enrichment. So the only important thing that you have to maintain is power. Because if you don't have power, you can't enrich yourself. Even yourself right now, if you don't have power, you are nothing. That's why you hear Tabure saying, if you are not a tenderpreneur, you are useless. You don't know what he's thinking. He's thinking that the moment you have got money, you can buy everyone with money. He knows what he's talking about, but it is us, the recipients, who are not taking him seriously, to say, what is he talking about? He is saying, if you don't have money and power, you are useless. And that's the reality of the matter. Right now, for you to be listened to at a family meeting, GD6, those are things that they look at right now. If you go to your rural area, go and see it. Oh, they see you, oh, you have got a tummy, but you don't have a car. They ask you, where is your car? I'm telling you this. I was asking the same question. Where is your car? Why can't you buy a car? You ask yourself, if I buy a car just to bring it here, and I am not using it much, what will I do? You ask yourself those questions. If you have got a car, you ask yourself again the same question, to say, all right, I have got a car. I take a car going to Zimbabwe. when I come back, I have to spend, let me say, 20,000 just to just repair this car so that it remains in a good condition. So guys, we need to understand all those echoes that we find, all those echoes that we hear, silent voices. They are very, very important because they shape what you should do in one way or the other. Thank you so much.